Hi, welcome to Going Insane with Temperance Tremaine. That's me. How y'all doing? Good morning. Okay, so rest was on the agenda yesterday all day. I tried to upload that. I dropped another video in the afternoon. Well, I took it. Still, it was still, I taped it before noon. And, excuse me one second. It's too distracting. Okay, yes, I'm shameless. You can't shame me. This is my mission. I invest in this mission. Heart, body, mind, soul, and funds. Okay? I don't give to the GOP, okay? I haven't invested anything in this since this quit existing. Well, officially quit existing. That's not what we're talking about right now. So I went to a park and I dropped another video, which is in the lineup. Didn't get its normal amount of views. That's okay. It's kind of a special reading anyway. Specialized, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure it was for everybody, but by the way, I'm doing well. Haven't had a cigarette. I lit one twice yesterday, maybe three, and put them right out. So grateful that they tasted like cow patties. And I woke up this morning without just saying, no, I'm so glad I'm not a smoker. I'm so happy being a non-smoker. I'm so healthier. I'm so much healthier being a non-smoker. And if the thought came to the little nickel, I said, Michaelangel, cut that, please. Transmute that, please. Take that away from me. I don't want that. I don't want that. And now I'm paving a new path in my mind to get to where I want to be instead of where I've always gone. It works, people. I promise you. I'll do it right before your eyes. Okay, so take that dude off, because that dude's a bad dude, man. I know too much stuff, you know? I know too much stuff. But anyway, that's not about what we're doing today. I was talking about the reading. So, everything went well, and I started, driving because I have a portable Wi-Fi. I started driving thinking it would, upload pretty quickly. And the first one went, I guess that was the sound, the voice, the audio track. But the video wouldn't. I don't know if it was either way, whichever way it goes first. And I tried like 4 times and it was going 1, 2, as it usually goes, you know, and it takes a while, but I mean, the longest it'll take is as long as it was recorded. Anyway, I had to run a stabilizer on the video, and that I fell asleep during that. when I woke up and it was done, then I tried changing because I thought, well, maybe my data's low or two. I don't know. I just tried everything I could, and I got it. It barely got up like last night. Anyway, that's the story of yesterday. TMI, Tracy. We did not need to know all that. Okay, well, it was so weird because I couldn't think of anything that was different. I kept thinking, am I not supposed to let you all want me to not upload that one? Is it not time yet? Because when things keep getting thrown at you, you're like, why isn't this working out? What are you trying to tell me? What's the delay for? Should I stop? And I asked all those questions, and I think it was just a big hold on, Trace. Okay. So let's get started, shall we? Yes. Shannon's dream. Okay, gang, come on. Clear and concise channel. Clear and concise messages for all the souls watching and myself. Come on, gang. Come on. Let's get this party started. Come on. Woo. Please deliver this message through me for today. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. Yay, love team. Gang. Hope everybody's doing well. I've already busted shuffled. I'll shuffle again. This one? Which ones? Okay. Okay. It's a message. It's not my message. I'm telling you. I've seen readers go, that's too many. That'll take too long. I'm only going to be here for a minute. This is going to be a fast one. Quick. And they're there for 2 hours and a half hours. And it's just a little bit of, don't tell us. You're doing your job. We're here. Show up and be present. So I've learned my lesson vicariously through them. I'm not going to do that, okay? So don't expect me to um, giddy up just because you think that's how it should go. Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not. Sorry, not sorry. I know my place. I respect where I'm at, and if you don't, you can leave. It's okay. No hurt feelings here. You can't defend me. Okay? Any others? Any others? No? All right then. It is what it is. And it's always great. They know what the heck they're doing. So it seems to be working out pretty good. Like my dragons, aren't they cool? Fire and ice. Fire, ice, fire and water. I think they're so bad. Ass. Excuse me. 10. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Magician's sword. Confidence in your magic. Okay, trace this way. Your magic. Your magic. Okay. I mean, showing me Excalibur. King Arthur, he just had confidence, went ching. And then he became Lionheart, right? Sword in the Stone. That brings up all like Merlin. Epic. 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 These are epic times. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm so thirsty right now. Epic. Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. Nothing can stop you. The beauty you seek. When the magician's sword appears, you are called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. Let that sink in. When the magician's sword appears, you are called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. They're the ones saying, so as if you could be a king, you can't pull that sword out of that stone. Who do you think you are? Anyway, well, who the hell are you to think you're anything but who you already know you are, which is King Arthur? Ching! I'm the I'm Lionheart. Biatches. Let that sink in. Okay, so now they're giving me Jesus. Jesus, he was rejected by his own village, his own closest knit blood relatives. They denied him. They just treated him like, you know, they probably pranked him and punked him out when he was a kid and dared him to do stuff. And I mean, there was a story that he even pushed a kid off the roof of something, and I don't know if it's true. I wasn't there, but they saved his life. Then he performed a miracle, but that was conveniently left out of the Bible because it proved that Jesus was not 100% full blown God coming out of the womb. He grew. Yeah, I bet he was better than most children. 100% God, 100% man, which makes that's why, I was just listening to another, just go with the people. listening to Mama Mav this morning, and that Jesus Sineda came back, lowered his vibe to enter into a meat suit, right? 100% God, into 100% form, carnal form, um, and got tired. Tired. They walked everywhere, for one thing, but he was constantly feeding the people, and he was feeding off. I mean, not feeding off, but that he could feel all their energy, and he knew stuff. The veil wasn't so thin for him, or so wasn't so thick. It was thinner for him, and his chakra, chakra, chakra. When the Holy, oh my gosh, this is so great. The Holy Spirit, when John the Baptist baptized him, and the dove, the Holy Spirit came down and lit him up. Chakra, chakra, chakra. Full, full on, no, full throttle. And are these suits, the suits, especially as they were, because they're changing now. The DNAs are changing. It's too much information. Um, but he had to teach people how to rest as well. That's the point of the Sabbath, by the way. We talked about it. Number 4 in the commandments that nobody thinks is important, but still call it the 10 Commandments. That was a lot, but that's a solid download. Who are not true. With the power of the magician's sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all your heart. Nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon. So make sure you wield it wisely and for the greater good. Find the stuck places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person, a particular location, or a faulty thought or belief, and let the blade do its magic. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles, but don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the magician's sword to cut through limiting beliefs, and remember that all beliefs are limiting. And focus your intention in order to create what you wish. Focus your intention. It's all about intention. Previous videos, okay? And focus your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand. You need only you'll need only muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. You. It's always within us. Everything we seek is inside. It's within. It's hard to when our environment's not clean, it affects our environment, and we're not protecting our perimeters, okay? And we're corded to the toxic waste dumps. And we're still living under the bubble of the undivine matrix. And we haven't cut the cords, and the roots are still there because we aren't seeing that there's a piece of that weed that's coming through the surface again. And we don't keep calling in the angels. We haven't unpacked our baggage, and we're not looking at our brand new luggage going, let's get started. And remember that all beliefs are limiting, and focus on your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand. You need only muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. When the magician's sword appears, it is time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplation or for gazing at the finely polished edge. It's an instrument calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive. Sword of truth. Sometimes it's depicted as a sword coming out of the mouth of Jesus. Sword of truth. It's the same when you yield it. We yield it. Wield it. Remember, the sword is alive with a wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action. Do not hesitate. Act. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Fine. Okay. Heart, home. We're gonna heart, home, and compassion. Love in its truest heart home. Love in its truest form and compassion. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. You are being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while. You are being offered the experience of love in the purest form, unconditional and unbounded. This is not the, this is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. The conditional love. What a con. Don't you have to work hard for love and barter for it? Y'all want a song that says fuck that? Fuck that. Fuck that. Hi. That was TJ, but come on. The good, the ugly, the beautiful, and the otherwise. That's what lives inside temperance. All the pieces of me. We all get along. That's the fun part. Anyway, okay. Where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while. You are being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. This is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. We're not qualified to judge other people. Other souls' journeys are none of our business. Put the mirror up to yourself. Work on that guy. Weed your garden. Expand your garden by doing service to others, for others. Service for others. That's how you expand your garden. Keep up with your maintenance. Unplug. Once you unplug, you can't go back. Who's going to go back to sleep? It's a nightmare there. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it is that easy when heart home shows up. There is no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. So we can do radical forgiveness and then realize there's not even a, there's really no reason to forgive anybody because we already understand. We all agree that this is the common thread of truth. Other people's soul journey is none of our business. We can't weed another person's garden, and we cannot ask and expect someone to weed ours. Period. There is no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment and preconception. Hold on a second. Please take that from me. Cut that cord, please, Michael Angel. I don't want it. I don't even want to think about it. Thank you. Gang, gang. Y'all know what that was for, right? Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions, empty yourself of all judgment and preconceptions, and allow Spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. When hard home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. We're going to read that again. When the hard home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. Let that sink in. Because here we got Dream Thief again. Dream Thief. Rejection of the path of fulfillment, refusal of the call. The dream thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. Keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. Parentheses. Boring. Bored to tears? Okay, just asking. Just asking. I'm not judging. Same can be nicey nice. And then again, I guess it depends what's on repeat. Anywho, her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to tell the old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. She wants you to tell the old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story, of where you were wounded or when you were rejected. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story, of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? This is the point of temperance being created out of Tracy TJ and Tracy J. Excuse me. It is. That's the bottom line. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted sea. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not read everything. Teaching from an okay, already see, acknowledging that you've already become someone else. Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to rely and build upon. You have new stories to rely and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. Congratulations on your way. Me too. Be like two ships passing in the night. Not my message, people. Feast o' plenty. Look at, I mean, one, two, two orbs and two hearts in this one so far. Two orbs and two hearts. Well, the next heart's coming, so. Feast of plenty, choices, and their consequences. That's a two. Oh, that's two twos then. 4, 9, 10. Okay, moving on. Feast of plenty. Options, choices, and their consequences. Life's blessing. Please take that from me. Put that. Let's translate that. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose. What will satisfy your hunger? Something new and unconventional, with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something you already know you love? What is A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose. What will satisfy your hunger? Something new and unconventional, with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something you already know you love. You are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while that may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices, I don't like too many choices. I hate going to Walgreens. I mean, I don't, I don't buy OTC. I don't do pharmaceutical stuff, but it doesn't matter because whatever they have, it's always too many choices, except for their food. Just kidding. Anyway, back to the message. Too many choices, and while that may seem like an or extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is the feast is offering you experience different choices. Experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate the right or wrongness. Excuse me. Instead of just choose. In the choosing, in the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what is necessary now. Sour, bitter, sweet, savory, what matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Sour, bitter, sweet, savory. What matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning: avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. Let's sink in. Only one warning: avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or does not bring you what it seemingly promised, don't choose that again. No, just don't choose it again. Chalk it up to experience and move on. The experience will only repeat itself and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. Guilty. I've done that. Cigarettes, literally a bad taste. Ugh. Thank God. I'm happy for the bad taste. I don't want to return to that. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again, for life's blessings are available to you and calling your name, my name. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Now we've got radical forgiveness, radical honesty, and now we've got radical acceptance. Beloved, number 2. This is tying into last night's or yesterday's bonus reading. It is. Radical acceptance. The object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. When the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. I receive you, Yahweh, my beloved. Yahweh is my primary beloved. The Trinity, they're my first love, always. The song Beloved by 10th Avenue North might be You're My Beloved, but Beloved's in the title anyway. Really great song. That whole album, Over and Underneath, saved my life by 10th Avenue North. Did. And that's when the Trinity and I came into um, beloved status. Became my provider, my father provider, my beloved, my husband. That's what this ring is. That's what it's a symbol of. That I'm a beloved of the Trinity, and um, I'm well taken care. I'm well provided for. When the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one that you have been waiting for. Know that this card comes as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly inside your being. It says in your being, but in your being. Do that again, okay? Know that this card comes as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. Your being. Your being. Beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, or an adventure calling for your full attention. Love it let it light you up and give it your all. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss. 0.0 point of joy is what? Bliss. Okay. Repeat that. The beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, an adventure calling for your full attention. Love it. Let it light you up and give it your all. Love it, let it light you up and give it your all. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss, even when it feels that you are being consumed by the fire of the beloved. Do not hold back or be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. Forged in fire, baby. One of the sharpest swords in the armory of God. The magician's sword. It is a tool, it is not a toy. Wow, they're really good at this, are they not? Okay. Surrender is the key. Allow yourself to be loved. Beloved. Be loved. That is good. I like that. Usher the harsh critic out the door and shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of those who have not been ignited by the divine blaze consuming you, for they will only attempt to douse your fire and leave you choking on the smoke. Kick rocks. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. Okay, there we go. Plug it in. It was going to die. Uh-oh. Is it going to be like that? Let's see. Yep. I'm going to have to stop this and I'll be back. You can stop it now.